Wife 그렇지. 나이 eh nggak bisa. Gue percaya dengan kata yang apa namanya, our expectation was too low, but holy shit, ya gitu, kayak ya kayak kita tuh ekspektasi udah terlalu rendah, tapi itu too much banget, kayak gitu apa gitu, bisa dia berpikir gitu.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operation. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you, though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Iya, udah lihat. Nyelesain dari commission dulu deh. Nanti kan bisa di Land of Lower Secret. Secret ya? Nggak, canda. Jadi kepala gue lagi kayak melayang, gue kurang tidur. Masa ya saya, tapi gimana ya? Ke tidur dan parah orang tidurnya, kayak orang sakit. Padahal bingung harus gimana.
Time to go.
Ready?
Follow the wind. Time to go. Yeah. Time to go.
Seperti bukan pilihan yang tepat ya untuk jalan di sini. Kisses to get the good bed. Point collector. I guess I should go.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Nice. Ay, sipal.
Time to go.
Bagaimana? Satu, satu, dua, tiga. Hah? Oh ya Allah. Pakai cara mikir dulu lagi kayak ya Allah. Stupid. Yeah.
Take it easy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got something magical. Target box or hero. I can insure. Sorry,
Easy money.
Anjana, hamke hai, the one, something magical. Oh, something magical.
the wind.
Shazam! Stay put!
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Aduh, aku patah-patah. Aduh, patah-patah. Aduh, patah-patah.
Time to go. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Buat apa?
Brings a smile to my face.
Buat apa sih? Hanya cewek tetap bersemangat. Harus berarti ucap senang. Kalau ontongnya benar kaji. Lebih itu. Anybody city, astaga pecah, that's the same sensation. Let's take a job at a little life, and you never killed it. And never lie. You never guilty.
Follow the wind. One with nature. Time to go.
Say, kaku banget.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Gue bingung. RAM gue ini penuh. Gara apa tuh nggak tahu. Bingung. Kayak apa ini gitu. Klaim. Faruzan belum. Juga belum. Oh ya apa?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories.
Bersama para negara penjara ada ini para terpautkan
Add at.
konflik
Thank you for
callback cegah betul
add ast.
datarannya nih
Add ast.
Dakar Duhar Dakar apa Dakar ya? Tadi intinya mah ya itulah jadi for the best aja. Ngantuk lagi. Gue lupa gue kerja. Mau kerja.
There are still so many places.
Literally cannot.
Take it easy. Treasure. Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
Let's get it
Following
on!
orders. Oh, the jungle.
Illusion shattered! Really? There is no escape. Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Propagate!
Illusion shattered!
Gotcha.
Tidak selamat sisanya mah hektik.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled. Not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil.
Yeah.
All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so
It
there's no
become
need for you to
makes
tag
sense.
along.
It become makes sense.
I can do this on
Seems
my
like
own.
what she's done. Itu
Yeah.
sebetulnya kayak
Feels like we'd
itu
only
di bawah
regret it
bapaknya
if we
sebetulnya,
don't
tapi
see this
kayak
through to the end.
bapaknya itu menyelamatkan dia dari hal-hal yang
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
jauh dari situ.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Jauh. Jauh banget. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah. Oh my god. So tired today. Like, I don't do anything, but I'm so tired. So, what the fuck is going on? Am I getting old? I don't know.
Following orders.
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Scatter!
There is no escape! Gotcha!
That's close enough. Propagate! I'll be back. That's close enough.
Happy to oblige!
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
Spring forward! New punch.
Illusion shattered!
No! Hands up! Fun's over. Quietly now.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Well,
Time to go to work.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Propagate!
Illusion shattered!
Now you're testing my patience. We'll meet again.
I hope the others find some.
Dia masuk ke kayak apa namanya? Maze domain. Sorry.
Take it easy.
Lama lupa gua apa namanya. Kan domain ada lagi.
is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Burn. Belum mandi gua.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Okay. My fault.
You're not welcome here.
Look alive!
Scatter!
There is no escape!
Where do you think you're going?
Quietly now.
Go as one!
How regret.
Shine down! How
I'll be back.
Take it easy. Gotcha. There is no escape. Buckle up.
Feeling lucky today?
Shine down. Here comes the catch. You asked for it.
No more tricks up your sleeve.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come...
Don't worry about us. We knew... Let's go! We can't let the boss...
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can...
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try...
Okay, let's go!
Sini kita tidak melihat adanya hadiah ya. Jadi kayak ya udahlah ya gitu. Oh, it's the color.
Look alive! There is no escape. Busted.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
What the fuck?
Propagate! Germinate!
You're dead meat! shall perish! Illusion shattered! Things are about to get dicey. I swear by my sword!
Scatter!
You asked for it! Cha! Buckle up! Ha!
Wow. Si paling telat. Beneran deh.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side, but as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectation.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons! We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers. They are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory. Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
Quietly now.
Let's get it on!
Don't think that you can run. You're just getting started.
Barbados, guide us. On to oblivion.
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Time down. Buckle up. You're dead meat.
Pulverize! Propagate!
There is no escape. Busted.
Brothers!
With me, this is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
But we'll meet again.
Shine down.
The commander is finally
But they're still coming at him! This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat!
Yes! Keep fighting! There's no need to fear, and no need to back down! This is our last stand!
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Michel! Ugh, so they've broken through the...
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen!
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michel.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand, alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Waduh.
Hey, wait!
We were too late.
It's over. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then
Hey, Dia! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
let's go.
Kelihatan lah. Oh, keren amat. Ada lift gini.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room? Answer me!
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy.
Waduh. So, what kind of inferno is this shit? Like, we have to.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the... If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been a...
Tia.
I'm sorry. I know it's...
Is this a cane?
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more.
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Potso.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Ternyata. Plotnya tapi tidak.
What's this?
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy. Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly.
Aw, thanks, you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me. Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites, all of us. Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you all right?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dia, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
But Dia, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hand.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk.
Perhaps it's just...
A handwritten copy of... It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use.
That probably means this was
And here are a few bags of children's snacks.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, who even leaves snacks in a box like this? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, a wool scarf, which, from the looks of it,
I'm...
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. Two empty liquor bottles.
Huh? There's some.
Oh, you're... All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing... I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter to Dia. It's all right. I'll just read it out.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore. If you're reading this letter, then you were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of... But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy.
Can you believe this guy?
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you... The reason being that...
Wait, what?
Surely,
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler. That really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny... But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day, and you were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny, but your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like... at this rate, oh. Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's... In the end, he was still thinking of me as a I suppose, or...
he was a good father to you.
Yeah. It's just a pity that...
Do you already have some ideas about the...
I do. If he first found me alone in the... I just have one wish. That there once existed a childish and foolish, and that only under his care was I able to grow.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you. My life has certainly had its twist, because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kind.
Say. Keren. Tapi Gogun keren. Soalnya jarang kita ketemu story yang cukup bagus, nggak terlalu menye-menye, tapi ada meaningful ya, dan plot twistnya juga cukup ada, walaupun emang kayak ya it is soap opera, so coba. But the thing is that it was so much fun aja sih ngeliatnya, untuk lihat seperti itu. Jadi kayak I have no other things to regret, seenggaknya tuh, which kinda cool tuh. I was kind of expecting the plot twist, but the plot twist was kind of good, in a good way. So, wasn't that much?
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
benar I was kinda hope there's other things dulu buat bagian ini better lah daripada yang lain-lain gitu.
I'm getting smarter.
Gue dapat hadiah dengan cara yang cukup sedikit aneh dan ajaib. I don't even hope that it will be crazy, but talking about this, it's kind of weird though.
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
Take it easy. Gotcha.
Let's change tactics.
Gutsy.
Hey,
But oh my god, gue harus menyelesaikan ini semua. Sampai jumpa di live stream berikutnya.